On this week's episode of Off the Ball with Ali Riley, I sat down with a Canadian soccer legend and entrepreneur. When she's not singing a cappella or leading meditations, she's selling out her art shows. Although this week's challenge left me a little bit concerned. Let's see what happened.
In for three, let's begin. So in for three and out for four. When you breathe in, your belly should expand like a balloon, okay? So in for three and then out for four. You can almost feel your abs contract as you exhale, and then one more time, breathe in and then out for four. Awesome. And the last thing, I fall asleep. And then I always try to think of something that I'm grateful for at the end of any type of my breathing exercises, because it's this state of mind. And for me, it has become a state of being.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh, okay. Now that we're feeling grateful and relaxed, let's get into it.
All right.
Erin, what are your goals, dreams, hopes for 2021?
I want to do my best every day to push my own limits, but also of those around me. So empowering the people around me, getting the most out of myself and those around me. But I think at the end of the day, I want to make sure that my why is what drives me every day.
How does that feel? I know obviously with COVID there was a little hiatus, but just for you personally too, not being called in for a little while and having injuries, and then now at the prime age of 30 something, being back on the squad, and this is, we're looking at the Olympics coming up.
Personally, I'm like gonna get emotional, like this one's for me, I've dedicated a lot of my career, I hope, in making people around me better, and it's taken me a really long time to figure out my worth and my value as a person outside of the game. And what I think is so fantastic to anyone that's listening is like when you figure out who you are and when you're so proud of that, it reflects in your game every day. Injuries like force you to take a step back and you kind of look at the highs and the lows and how can I evolve, how can I get better? And I think for me, like I finally look at my career and I'm just really proud. I've done everything I ever wanted to do, like the goals, like I had all these goals in my journal when I was a kid, and I've done them all.
What else are you proud of as a person, as a Canadian, that's not soccer related?
And I'm really proud of the Mindful Project because I've just spilled my entire being into this project. We're working with a lot of NCAA students, and to see them unlock their potential and realize we put so many limitations up.
Yeah.
And once we figure out we are in control really, and we have a choice in everything, then it applies everywhere, not just on the soccer field.
We were speaking earlier about the next steps for your hair.
Yes.
What's your kind of hair story?
My hair story. Yes, the mohawk was a funny stage in my life. I still get a lot of heat for that one. Right now, I have the thickest hair for anybody watching.
Yeah, can you just show a side?
It's like bear fur.
Oh, and my personal favorite, which you're not going to allow me to show right now, is when you get the split, the part down the middle. And for anyone in their 30s, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, heartthrob. Okay, this is different.
It's different.
I don't know, the too much volume. What did you call today?
Social or activist.
Activist T-shirt day?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Social change T-shirt Monday. You, of course, anti-racism.
Yes, we were able to walk downtown Orlando, for the Black Lives Matter, and that's still an important movement. I'm also really proud of our team. We're very socially aware, and I think that connects people at a whole different level. So I love that there's a lot of awareness at this club and people fighting for all humans.
Talk about your art. How did you get into it? How did you get so good? And when did you get so good? I mean, she had a sold out exhibition not that long ago, so this is serious stuff.
So art is as athletes, we love being in the zone. This is the same thing that I feel the state of flow when I'm doing art. And I think that's why I got hooked so young. I have always been a perfectionist and obsessed with if I would make mistakes, I was so hard on myself. And I had this really cool chat with my sports psych one day, and he was like, Erin, you're so hard on yourself when you make mistakes on the field. what about in art? Like, how do you feel when you make mistakes in art? And I was like, I thought it was the weirdest question. I was like, what? You don't make mistakes in art. You like paint over it, you start again, you try a different technique, and sometimes like the mistake is the most beautiful part of the piece. And he's like smiling ear to ear, and he's like, hello. And I'm like, oh my God, how you see mistakes as a choice.
We will now head over to check out our art challenge.
Oh my.
This Off the Ball challenge is brought to you by Goal 5, the sports brand for her. Back to the show.
Okay, so here with Erin McLeod for our art challenge. And Erin is a very accomplished artist. So I'm gonna test her skills without being able to look at the canvas or the pen. Your goal is to draw an accurate portrait of me.
Oh, she's going. Okay, hold on. Wow, okay, and like intense eye contact.
This is yours.
Oh, sorry, yeah. How are you ever gonna find it again?
I'm still doing hair. You have so much hair. You need to put your freckle in.
I think it's called a beauty mark.
Oh,
Ellie.
okay.
Oh, I give you teeth. Okay.
I want to give you teeth. I don't know what color to do the teeth.
I didn't anticipate so much intense eye contact. This is
Okay,
a bonus.
now please sign the bottom.
Okay, ready? The reveal. Yours is so good! Amazing.
You're a really good artist.
Well, love you, Lucas, but
So Erin, thank you so much for participating in this interview, but also being a good sport in the challenge, and good luck this season. I hope all of your hopes and dreams come true.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining me on Off the Ball.
Thank you for having me.